Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Face to Face Space Studios, live from New Jersey. My name is Paul Short, and I will be your host. So good to see you. Hopefully, you're enjoying your evening, resting, coming home from work, maybe approaching the start of a shift. Hopefully, you get a chance to bounce on and check out this brief video. Tonight, we have a hot topic talking about the word value, the concept of value, right? Something that we don't pay attention to enough is the idea, the concept, the importance, the significance of value, right? Human value, right? Relational value, right? Mental value, visionary value. Has so many different, right, layers to it. Here's question number one, right? What do you value? What do you value day to day, month to month, year to year? What do you value in your journey? Maybe we need to ask, where should I be redistributing my value, right? The law of redistribution. Where can I redistribute value in my journey day to day as I'm, right, activating my vision, as I'm activating my mission? So question number two is something that we need to pay attention to is, what is your value? Right? What is your value? Do you understand? Are you fully aware of the value that's on your journey? The alignment of your gift, talent, and skills. Right? The alignment of the gift, talents, and skills in you. Right? There's a defined skill, gift, and talent inside of you, right? That's loaded with power. Explosive power, right? Enough to transform, right? Neighborhoods, communities, cities around you, nations around you. I love the story of Mark Bradford. Mark Bradford is out of Los Angeles, and he grew up in a neighborhood where there was children who would bully him. And Mark Bradford was drawn to art. His mom was in the hair business, and so early on he would escape to his mom's business as a way to hide out and disappear. And as Mark grew, he received a degree in art, and he was exploring his genre of art. And Mark is in 2021 and has been over the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 years the most sought after, right, black artist in the area of painting. But here's a man who redistributed his value, right? He went from being transactional, moving away from toxic lifestyle, to a place of exploring, to this place of curiosity, to this place of wonder. Hey, what is your value? Have you taken the time to fully discover your value? Right? Which leads us to talk about, how do we translate value, right? Well, there's actually 3 ways to translate value, right? A minimum of 3 ways. And I'm going to talk about, right, 3 ways to translate value, right? Eyes, ears, and mouth. Eyes, ears, and mouth, right? Let's talk about ears, right? What are you listening to? Who are you listening to? And how are you activating that in your own journey, right? Eyes, right? What glance are you seeing today, right? Who is championing your journey, right? Who's saying, I believe in you, right? They're glancing over at you and saying, I believe in you. You can do this. You got this, right? And then, of course, we have the gateway of our mouth, right? What words are you speaking over the value that's attached to your journey? Right? 3 ways to translate value: eyes, ears, and mouth. Right? Lastly, let's talk about the pace of value. The pace of value, right? Because value has a pace, right? Is it crisis to crisis? Is it task to task? Is it disaster to disaster? I want to invite you to think that it's moment by moment. It's one moment to another moment. I was on a walk last weekend in my neighborhood, and a father who I've come to recently meet, right, had his 8-year-old with him for the weekend. He is divorced. They share an 8-year-old, and I was introduced to this 8-year-old boy, and it was one of those moments, right, that embodied value. The way the dad introduced the son to me in the middle of that moment, there was a significant value attached to that moment. There was an awareness of the value that needed to be in that moment. There was attention that needed to be where attention needed to be. And then another story that I'm thinking of is I was recently on a phone conversation with a colleague of mine, and he had just recently returned back from a trip where his friend had passed, and he was sharing this story, and I was sharing my condolences and his sentiment about the situation, and he talked about him being in the room with his friend, sharing that brief last moment of life with his good friend of 25 years. What a moment. What a moment of value. Hey, what do you value? Right? How much value are you putting on your journey? Have you considered the pace of value? Okay. Hey, this is Paul Short from Face to Face Space Studios. It's a delight to be here with you, August 19th, 2021. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Good night.